Are you tired of watching videos that are too basic and just so obvious? Well, in today's video, we're going to be thinking outside the box, and if you like it, watch it till the end. What is up, rockers? Archer Gang here. Welcome back to another video. I'm Shinchi42, if you guys don't know. I don't know why I paused there. Well, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, we make regular Rise of Kingdoms content here. And of course, I'd love for you guys to support us. And if you like this video, smash that thumbs up. So in my previous video, I talked about Artemisia and Constantine countering Attila and Takeda. Since we know that Attila and Takeda is the most, actually the strongest rally combination as of right now in Rise of Kingdoms. Now, with Theodora being out, we know that she can counter Attila and Takeda combination. We've seen it in our battle reports with Charles Martel and, Theodora. Now, the question here is that Shinchi does not have Theodora. I could have gotten Theodora in the 228 Kingdom, or just at least try to unlock her, but I didn't. I didn't want to waste any of that. Honestly, in my opinion, you don't need Theodora, right, to counter Attila and Takeda. You just need to know how to counter Attila and Takeda. So in my previous video, I talked about Artemisia and Constantine combination. Now, this is one of the reasons why I am working on Constantine. So with Artemisia and Constantine, how should you build this? And do you think it's going to work? Let me know in the comment section below before we move forward. Do you think Artemisia and Constantine combination can defeat Attila and Takeda rally? And if you said yes, they can, give me a margin, 2-to-1 or 1-to-1 ratio. What do you think? And how good is that going to be? Now, when you're going to be trying this or building this, you have to build it as an Artemisia with infantry. And you're like, what? It's a Archer Gang leading infantry units? Wait, what? Boof. Right? Well, this is a game of strategy. So majority of the time when we look up stuff on YouTube or when we ask other players, whenever we even answer other players, we're compelled to just give you the answer that are so easy and so obvious. And this channel, I don't like that. And as you guys already know, I like crazy things, I like crazy ideas, and I like to think of outside the box. So if you like thinking outside the box, this is probably the right channel for you. Oh my goodness. And speaking of thinking outside the box, I think Artemisia here is lagging. I think the entire game is crashed again. RIP. Now, thinking outside the box means thinking strategically, right? You want to play this game. It's an RTS game. It's a real-time strategy game. And you want to play this game strategically, and you don't want to just play it linearly. I've said this multiple times. How are you going to build Artemisia? You're going to have to build Artemisia in such a way that is very, very differently. This is the talent build that we have recommended. It's also in our Discord. So if you haven't joined our Discord, in the description, make sure to always check the description. There is a link there. You can click that link and join our Discord now. There's an entire list for talent trees. Now, we also play on BlueStacks. So if you want to play on BlueStacks on PC, less laggy, you can click on the description as well. And there is a link there. It will direct you to download Rise of Kingdoms BlueStacks. Now with this talent tree, as you can see, there isn't any talent that is built towards archers. These two are not specific for archers. This is universal troops. Meaning if I had infantry in here, it would work out. And as you can see, we built into the defensive tree. I want to also give credit to Slink because we had a discussion in this one. So I don't think you guys knew Slink, but if you know Slink, let her know that we just did this video. So with this build, initially, I was thinking maybe we should be putting Constantine primary and Artemisia in secondary. And the debate there is that the support tree. Although you get the infantry buff, the support tree is not really that great. So the defensive tree is more superior. Thus, what we have done in here is that build it into a defensive tree. As you can see, this is the build. And then we're also going for Kingsguard. Now, this isn't going to work for open field fighting. This is only going to work in garrison. Only and only in garrison. Would this work in your city? Yes, of course it would still work. This is more of a universal troops for Artemisia. Now, it's also going to work whenever you're defending a flag or a fortress or a holy site. Put Artemisia and Constantine with full infantry. That's the key word, full infantry. If you're testing this combination with archers, then you're gonna fail. You have to test this thing with full infantry. So as you can see, Artemisia has some skill that's gonna, attack herself, her own troops. And what's great about this is that Constantine has a lot of health. He brings 40% health for infantry units. This is the key word, right? Infantry, infantry, infantry. This is an archer leader controlling infantry troops. So why do I think this is actually awesome? Because of Artemisia's garrison skill, ally of Xerxes. When she is serving as a garrison, she can reduce the incoming attack damage by 10%. And each of the normal attack has a chance to disarm the target, disabling their normal attack. So Attila and Takeda, they have high damage, high normal attack. If I can prevent that, that's huge, even for one turn. And this is an RNG base. So if you proc this multiple times, then you're getting some great lottery there. And what's great with this is that Artemisia's last skill. Normal attack has 10% chance to cause a target to continuously take damage at a 400 damage factor for each second. And also, it's going to increase their skill damage by 15%, lasts for 3 seconds. And think about this one, Attila and Takeda, they don't have any skill damage. So all you are getting in here is benefit of giving yourself a normal attack, 10% chance to cause the target to continuously take damage, right? So that's worth it. Now with Constantine, he is going to be able to increase the troops attack by 15% and defense. There's so many raw stats in here that are being added to your troops. And also, of course, the key factor in here is that the attack reduction and damage taken reduction as well. These are the key things that allows Artemisia and Constantine to survive in this battle. Now this arc was actually done by no equipments and just mainly talent trees. For what we have told, everything that you want to expect from testing was done in here. Just the talent trees that matters. Now you may argue that the Attila and Takeda may have a bad talent tree, but I can rest assure you that these players are pros. And what I can suggest to you is that why don't you try it? So for me, I don't have Theodora. Should I worry about not having Theodora at this moment? No. Will I get Theodora? Maybe. Maybe I will. But at this point, I don't really find the use for it. If I can just use Artemisia and Constantine, then I can just survive with that. But also I have seen now how Artemisia and Theodora works as well. It's pretty interesting, and we're going to cover that in the future. There's a link on the description. Make sure to click that link if you want to get into the original video, subscribe to the players channel, and support them because they are making Rise of Kingdoms content. So if you want to see high level content, high level testings, check their channel out. You know, there's a famous quote by Sun Tzu. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. Understanding who you're fighting in Rise of Kingdoms is very important. Understanding your own commander and as well as understanding the enemy commanders are very crucial. Attila and Takeda, just to simplify this, these two commanders are very strong because of their base damage. They are tough, as you can see here, even with Takeda's skill, right? Deals extra 30% normal attack damage to enemies who have been debuffed by this first skill. It's insane. Honestly, the amount of base damage is huge that you get from this combination. And this is why having Constantine is awesome. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but what if you try to use an Artemisia and Charles Martel as a secondary with the same talent tree that we have shown? I don't know if that's going to turn out to be a very good result yet, but maybe once we get to max out Martel, then we can definitely test that out. Because at this moment, we are maxing out Constantine and as well as Charles Martel. So where is my Martel? We're almost there, very close. All right, so this is the video by Fahad Sensei. Make sure to click the link on the description if you want to get here. All right, let's go ahead and show you guys in here what's going on. All right, here we go. Initial battles in here, as you can see. There we go. It seems like even in the beginning, Artemisia is already leading. And look at that, the casting of the skill of Constantine. Who's going to first get yellow? Who is going to get first yellow in here? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Look at the skill damage there. Attila casting the skill. Attila is, look at how much, oh, damn. Ooh, look at that, man. First to go yellow. And how long does it take for Artemisia to go yellow? It took a while. It took a while there. Gotta say, this is full cavalry going against full infantry. So we kind of fast forward a little bit in here. Let's take a look. Man, look at the gap of the health. Oh my goodness. Look at that red. Oh, snappy doodle. Damn. What am I gonna do? I don't have Theodora. Oh no, I am so doomed. But no, we got Artemisia and Constantine because we think outside the box. If you like thinking outside the box, strategy game, this is the great channel for you. All right, you don't want to just be thinking so linearly. People give you guys advice that are just so easy that everybody already knows. It's too obvious. Think outside the box, find something that is different, and you can see great results. Do not be afraid of trying new things. All right, a lot of people in this game, in Rise of Kingdoms, if you say, oh, I want to try this and this, and they're gonna say, oh, that's not really, you know, really good combination because nobody does it. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna work out. But see, if I have told you this without any proof, you'll probably call me crazy. But look at this though. It's insane. Artemisia and Constantine there. It's dope. It's dope. Yes. You don't argue with me. It's pretty dope. Look at that, and look at how much health that Artemisia still has going against Attila and Takeda. Will Artemisia even go to red? I don't know. Let's see. I actually forgot if it actually went to red, so I'm also very curious. I don't have the music because I don't want to get copyrighted. All right, there we go. Boom. Boom, 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 shakalaka. Let's take a look into the report. Here's the report. 160, 220, 78,000 heal, 37,000 heal. 160 to 220. All right, the difference there is 60,000. That's a lot. That's actually a very good trade-off there. Now let's go ahead and compare some of the result in here that what we have done on our testing previously. As you can see, this is Artemisia and Tomiris. Of course, this is, I don't think we can see it anymore. These were archer units inside, and we are going against Attila and Takeda, and the result is not really favorable on our end. Even though we have won, and we caused defeat, we still have a lot remaining. But think about this one. The remaining from the previous one that I showed with Artemisia and Constantine was about 500k units, and the severely wounded is in here is higher. So let's take a look on the other one in here with El Cid. Not so good. I mean, it's decent, right? But the result that we saw previously with Artemisia and Constantine was about 60,000 differences in there. And considering that Dolmite was actually a VIP 17 player going against a VIP 16 player. All right, so there is that increase of damage as well. So this is kind of like unreliable. Now let's take a look into the Wu Zetian, Artemisia and Wu Zetian. Look at this. Even though we have won, the only difference in here is close to about 30,000, right? It is a good trade. It's a good value, but would you rather take a 30,000 or a 60,000 trade-off, right? So the question in here is that this thing works well, the Artemisia and Constantine with infantry, because infantry counters cavalry. I really want to say thank you to Beta for doing all these testing. Also thank you to Majestic for sharing this to us as well. Artemisia and Constantine. And imagine this one doesn't even have equipments yet. Now I know Cavs Gang also has some great equipments, but with Artemisia and Constantine, you can definitely have a dope equipment there. Now the key thing in here is that in this combination, I believe that you can tank. Get me this. I believe with this combination, you can tank skill commanders. So whatever commanders that are going to attack you, I think you can tank it. But until we prove that, I'm not going to tell you that that's 100%, right? And what's great about this, the reason why I'm saying that you can tank skill commander is because I have Skull-less coin. So with Constantine, if you have Skull-less coin, how does that benefit him? Gaining a shield while in this state increases skill damage reduction by 20%. So the key thing in here, it has to go below 50%. So in that condition, at the max level of this skill damage taken can be reduced by 40%. So that's one reason why I say that it can tank skill commanders as well. But you have to be in that state first. But once you get into the middle part of the battle, you can start tanking the skill damage. But honestly, this is going to be dope because, in my opinion, once you get into the mid-range of the battle, your opponent is also lower than yours, or at least down, and you can survive that way. But you guys can prove me wrong, or you guys can test it out. But once we finally max these commanders out, we're going to do our own testing as well. So if you like thinking outside the box, before we end this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button because you're one of us who likes to think outside the box, and I will see you again next time.